You know what I
So what
mean?
if I was gay? Could I talk to you about that?
Of
No.
course, you should be able
Hell
to talk to
nah,
me about
nigga.
that.
Because we wouldn't be friends no more. I'd be like,
If
yo,
you,
I went to this gay strip club and I let this dude suck my dick and fucking stick his thumb on my
wait,
ass.
slow
Exactly.
down.
Exactly. Now it's a problem.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The Kings of Podcast is now in the building. We're here. Whew. I've been waiting to get that one out all week, man. I want to start this thing in a different way, though. That's what I wanna say.
Joel the steward said finally, man.
Joel is my guy from high school, bro.
What do you
I
mean
love
finally?
Joel.
We've been doing this shit every week.
He means finally in terms of like we're finally on live, I think.
Yeah, come on,
But
Joel, you need to
don't-
tune your ass in.
Like, don't ruin the sentimental moment I'm about to have right now. All right. So this week I did something that upset Steph, and it's fair that I feel like I bring
Nigga,
it
I
here.
don't want to talk about this shit, bro. I haven't
Re-
listened to your voice notes yet.
Really?
Nah, I didn't
Okay,
ignore it. I
but-
just didn't read it.
Well, I'll just let you know what I said on there. Hey,
Bro, I don't want to talk about this shit, bro. Let's keep.
I'm not
moving.
gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about
How
it.
you gonna tell me what you say on it if you don't talk about it?
I'm not gonna talk about it, bro. I'm just trying to be as a man. You know what I mean?
Bro,
I feel like there's certain things I gotta do.
let me tell you how I've been living. So I've been living.
Okay, tell me
First-
how you've been living. Tell them
segment
how our
of the-
friendship's
of the
been
week.
living,
You just gotta
nigga.
keep living, man. Livin.
I've been living all right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Still been in the gym. It's been like 6 weeks. I look the same as day one. This shit don't make no sense.
You're not gonna see the progress yourself, but other people will start noticing it later on. I heard after a month, other people start noticing it.
It's
But
like
continue.
it's 4 weeks. You see the difference. 8 weeks, your family and friends see a difference.
Yeah,
12 weeks, the world sees a difference.
there you go.
After 4
It hasn't
weeks,
been 12 weeks, ho?
It's been 4 weeks. I should see the difference by now, and I don't see shit.
Like, I think from the when you posted one Instagram post with I think you were shirtless or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck was going on in your life at that moment in time. But I mean, it seemed to me like you were looking pretty chiseled, or maybe you were just sucking that stomach in and shit like that, or
Something's going on with my audio because it's super low and my gain is all the way up. I don't understand.
really. Or leave your game
Yeah,
kind of
or
like
what's-
towards the middle, and then we'll have Sid figure it out later.
Yo. It's just weird. But
It's probably just some shit. Yeah.
yeah, man, getting naked seems to be the way to go. That's what all these dudes, they be getting naked. They be having like 400,000 followers and shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Keeping my
really
clothes on has done nothing for me so far. So
maybe you need to get better clothes.
I ain't got no money.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Either you gotta get money and get better clothes, or you gotta get naked. Choose a path, nigga.
One is free.
When it's free,
When
other
it's
than
free,
your
my guy.
morals.
My moral compass is so weak.
Trust me. Aren't all of ours? I don't think I know any man right now with a strong moral compass other than maybe one or two.
You don't think you have a strong moral compass?
I think there's so many things I lacking in terms of my moral compass, to be honest.
Really? I feel like,
So many things.
you always be mad strong compared to mine and shit. Like, would you kill your friend for money? I feel like, you doing better than me. They say,
Nigga,
yo,
what?
They say, kill Rich and I'll give you $1 million, nigga, you are dead.
Bro, first off, you would
I'm like,
try
hey,
that
Rich,
shit and then I'll blow your head off your fucking shoulders.
I'm gonna wait till you sleep and put a gun to your head and blow your fucking brains out. I'm be like, hey,
I
Rich, I got an Airbnb in New York. Come over. Come on over, bro.
Nigga, now that you say this, I'm gonna pull up and I'm always be strapped when I'm around you. Always. That's fine though.
Shit.
I don't think that I would kill my friend for $1 million. Not $1 million. I don't think I would kill my friend because I feel like they would be more valuable, which is goes into my maintain live topic, which goes into what I was going to talk about before. This is all I'm saying, bro. You're an important part of the podcast. That's all I wanted to say to you, dog.
You see, he's like, oh yeah, you a part of the podcast. If I didn't have this podcast, fuck you though.
Do you want me to read? Do you want to listen to you want me to actually say what I was going to say? I'm trying to take it easy.
I'll listen to it later, bro.
Listen to the voice note, bruh. Because
I
I
listen
fucking
to
see,
it.
this is the problem with men too, bruh. This is why niggas be hanging out with mainly girls. Not me, but in general. Because you fucking pour your heart on the voice note. You tell the truth. Me and Seth was going through it this week. You know what I mean? That's whatever. I'm going to be honest. And fucking, I send a voice note like, yo, bro, I'm sorry. Like, I know where I went wrong. And instead of listening to the voice note, this
Bro.
nigga ignores the voice note. What?
I just feel like just sometimes, bro, you just don't want to have that like certain conversations.
No,
and shit.
no.
What do you mean, no?
No,
Like, it's cool.
nigga.
I'm cool. I'm fine, bro.
Bro, but I'm saying though, we've known each other for 2 years. Well, we've known each other for longer than 2 years, but we've actually been real close friends for 2 years now. There should be nothing, absolutely nothing that you can't talk to me, especially if it's about me, talk to me about. That's how I feel.
Whatever.
You know what I
So
mean?
what if I was gay? Could I talk to you about that?
Of course you should be able to talk to me about that.
Because we wouldn't be friends no more. I'd be like, yo,
you-
I went to this gay strip club and I let this dude suck my dick and fucking stick his thumb in my
wait,
ass.
slow down.
Exactly. Now it's a problem. Now it's like, oh, we can't talk about it. You see us? You know what I'm saying?
If this is a hype, first off, if you were actually gay, you would approach me in a different way than that. You'd be like, yo, bro, like, I'm gay. We would have to first have that conversation before you get into gay strip clubs and shit like that.
I wouldn't even tell you.
That's crazy, bro. But
I wouldn't even tell you.
Who do you tell if you can't tell your mans, though?
You keep it in. That's what niggas have been doing since the beginning of time.
Dog,
Jesus
that's
came
not-
to talk to Adam. That nigga was like, nah, we can't talk. And he hid in the cave. Same shit, bruh.
And who was wrong? Adam was wrong. I can't believe you just named the sin of him hiding from God.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, bro. I'm just saying, for instance, bro, my brother invited me to come to Thanksgiving with him, right? He was like, yeah, I'll buy a ticket, bro. Like, I want to see you. You don't know your nieces. I'm telling them they're coming. I don't want to go over there. I don't know this nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? We got different moms. He grew up in Florida. I grew up in Georgia. So I just ignored him for 2 to 3 days, and then I came up with an excuse. I said, oh, yeah, my dad said we're going to New York. Me and my dad not going nowhere. But that's just how I deal with certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that is what it is.
But, well, first off, nothing just is what it is. You know what I mean? You recognize bad habits that you have, and then you change them. That's what I personally believe.
If
that's just me.
If I felt like it was at a point where me and you wouldn't have spoken ever again, then we would have had a conversation. But I was annoyed for 2 days, and I was like, bro, it's not that big of a deal. But then I didn't want to talk about it. So I wasn't even mad after, like, you know what I'm saying? I just had to be like I know this nigga, bro, wouldn't do some shit like that on purpose. You know, like, it's just whatever. You know, so I wasn't tripping.
But the small things, I believe, and as you know, you've had blow-ups with friends in the past.
Mm-hmm.
The small things are what equal to the big things later. So let's say I'm the type of person where I have no emotional intelligence and I don't recognize the fact that you're upset.
Mm-hmm.
See? Now I'm just living my life going through just not giving a fuck. It would seem to you not giving a fuck about how you feel, when in reality, and then it would be boiling inside of you. And in reality, I don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. I feel like that's how men end up dying earlier than women, to be honest, because we keep so many things in. We allow it to fester inside of us, and that doesn't help either. So I rather, like, in future and just...
That makes sense.
So in future and in general, bro, even just everything, bro, I rather us have the conversation. I know, because then I'm not going to stress about it, because you might not be stressed about it. But I'm the type of person, I want my mans to be good with me. I want it to be a good situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's just something in general that I believe that men should adopt, women should adopt, everybody should adopt. When it comes to your friends and just in general, it's better to have the conversation and then being mature about who was wrong, who was right, everything like that. And, you know, move past it, because at the end of the day, you don't get many friends in this life. At least I don't. I don't have many friends. So
I'm not as mature as you, bro. I'm still a baby, man. You gotta forgive me, bro. I'm a little kid.
There's no maturity, bro. Just recognizing bad habits and, fixing them. So you know, that's my my lip tip, my fucking intro, all of it, nigga. This is the Maintain podcast.
Stupid, bro. This audio is gonna be fucked up. I'm telling you now, this shit's not picking up nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, either we'll probably have to use the audio here. Or we'll figure it out. So this has been a sad week, man. A lot's been going on negative out here, dude.
What happened, bro?
Going on negative. Well, I'll start with the saddest news for me. Alex Trebek died.
Oh yeah, that nigga did die. But he knew it was coming on for a long time. I think I would rather die like that, where you know you have time, rather than just get shot the fuck up like King Von. You know what I'm saying? I seen they have the little
that was
CCTV.
in Atlanta, so it was near you, right?
Yeah, everybody getting shot out here, bro. That shit crazy. I don't understand why you want to be a hood nigga, especially if you rich. That don't make no sense to me, but I mean, I guess if you from it, it's different. But from the outside looking in, that shit look crazy.
Nah, and it's not even. Well, I want to dive deep into the King Von thing, but real quick, I want to say something as a little what's the word I'm looking for? Ode to Alex Trebek. Like, he was really the voice of evening television for a little while, and for a long time. And I just think he's a example of extreme dedication. The nigga had pancreas cancer and showed up to work every fucking day. And you niggas can't show up to your fucking 9 to 5 and there's nothing wrong with you. You know what I mean? I think that just shows when you find something that you love, it doesn't matter. You will really make it happen.
I don't think that's a fair comparison, though.
Why? Why is that not a fair comparison?
Because he's making millions and millions of dollars, and niggas at the 9 to 5 is making $10 an hour. If I was making millions of dollars a year, I'd be at the goddamn 9 to 5 every day.
But how? How could you just say that if you don't have the discipline to do it now? How will you have the discipline to do it later?
Because more incentive. If someone said, like, No Nut November, right? If someone would say, yo, you don't beat your dick for a fucking month, I'll give you $1 million. Now you got incentive to do it. Whereas, speaking of which, have you nutted, bro? I want my $20.
I have nutted.
You said you have?
I have nutted. I couldn't hold out, bro. I'm not doing nothing. I don't do nothing all day. I'm gonna get back on the horse though. I'll give you the 20 cash. I was gonna lie to you about it too. But I decided just now, like, you know what? I'm over here talking about habits and building. I'm talking all my shit. I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. Have you, nigga?
Nah, bro, I haven't.
Oh my God, big C's, double C's, nigga, like a Chanel bag.
Swear, bro.
Right.
Swear, I don't even be looking at porn, bro, for real, because I know it's over.
I'm gonna get back on the horse regardless. So I just feel like this week
there's
was
no getting back on the horse. It's no 2 Nut November. It's no Nut November. You can't nut once and get back on that shit.
Yes, you can, nigga. Nah. You first off, you sprung it up on me. You were preparing for No Nut November up until this point. Me, I just sprung up on me, nigga.
You had a day.
That's not enough mental preparation.
How many preparations do you have to not beat your dick?
Nigga, stop acting like that shit's easy, bro. Stop acting like that shit's easy, nigga. We all know. I'm 22, nigga. My testosterone is racing.
Stupid.
But yeah, so I believe if you can't do it now, though, in terms of going to your 9 to 5 and building those good habit, maybe that should be the title of the podcast, habits. If you don't do it now, you won't be able to do it later. So niggas will give you more money, but if you get pancreas cancer, are you gonna show up to work? Joseph's in here. If you get pancreas cancer,
you know this nigga Joseph's real name is Troy.
What?
He DM'd me that shit. This nigga's been going by a fake name this whole time, bro.
It's fucking Cap.
Cap ass nigga. His name is Troy.
Oh my God, that's actually a cooler name than Joseph, low key. All right. Now, I guess let's talk about King Von Zep real quick. As you were saying, that hood shit, man, don't make no sense.
Let's start a game.
I'm down for that. What would we call it? LM? Live and Maintain?
Hell no. What type of lame-ass name is that? Hell no.
What? What's wrong with Live and Maintain gang? I feel like people...
Shit. Slaughter Kings.
Slaughter gang.
Decapitation Nation.
Facts.
Decapitation Nation. That should be
But I
fire.
want to. But I feel like the gang needs to be about money, though. We can't start a gang and it be just.
You know, sell cocaine.
Okay, so what about Snow White? Snow White boys.
Nah, that's gay.
Um,
And we're men now. We're not boys anymore. We're men.
Snow White. Again, not everybody in the gang's gonna be a man. I'm gonna get some 12-year-olds on there.
Some kids.
Yes, that's who the good drug mules are. You can't have. You can't. You're gonna use a grown man as a drug mule? You have to pay him more.
The fuck we gonna do with some kids?
You use them as drug mules.
How are we gonna? Like, how will we even get kids to? How will we recruit kids?
They're
what
the
I'm saying.
easiest to influence.
Okay,
right?
but how are we gonna? Like, where do we?
You ever
find these
sold weed
children?
in a playground before?
I've never sold weed. Period.
Well, that's the first step. First thing we need to do: start selling weed in playgrounds, right? Or selling drugs in general. Get them hooked on drugs. Then they'll have loyalty to us because nobody else in the hood will be trying to give the kids the drugs, right? Then once we give them the drugs and they're hooked on it, we say, yo, listen, just join this gang and run the drugs across the border for us.
Okay, guys.
Right? No? Is
No.
that not a good plan?
D Unruly Boss. I don't remember his real name. This
Nah.
nigga need to be the first person in our gang. The way he be acting, bro. The way that nigga is wild. He need to be the first person in our fucking get 20 cam in there. That's 4 people right there. Joseph can't go in that shit because we don't even know this nigga real name, so he can't get in there.
Nigga, of course Joseph can be. He can be in it. He just has to. The first thing he has to do is change his name to Troy on Instagram, and that's how we'll know he's real. He's about it. Well, I think that's the best. I feel we found the best way to start a gang from the ground up.
Bro, I'm not fucking selling drugs to no kids.
So now this nigga has morals now.
It's not even about a moral thing. It's about it just don't make sense. I think what we should really do, bro, if you really want to make money, kidnap homeless women, get them pregnant, and then sell the children into sex trafficking.
That was like an episode on CSI or something like that.
I feel like if you have no morals, I feel like that's the best way to make money.
Yeah, if you have really, really no morals. That's
People
as
do-
low as it can
Bruh,
get.
People don't care about
Homeless
people
people.
don't care about homeless people anyways.
I guess they don't have any identification and stuff like that.
Nobody's looking for them.
So, but
It's just
nobody
like these
would know.
pro-life people. You know, you get an abortion, it's a big deal. But then when these kids are born and, you know, they're running around in the streets and committing crime and fucking, you know, Social Security and yada yada, welfare, they don't care about them.
Yeah, that's sad though. I feel like we need to be doing more things for the homeless population and the elderly population. I feel like those are two people that
I don't know
are
about the
government
elderly.
specific. Why not? Why not the
They had
elderly?
their whole lives to get their shit in order.
Bro, but look in these Asian countries, they have so much respect for their elders and stuff like that. However, in America, for some reason, we just, as you get older, we treat the worse we treat you, even though you have the most wisdom to a certain extent.
I'd be damned if you work 60, 70, 80 years and you don't got no money and now I gotta take care of you again. That shit don't make
That's
no
fair.
fucking sense.
That's fair.
If
That's
you work
fair.
60, 70, 80 years and you don't got no plan, that's your fault.
But so many people are just stupid, though. Wouldn't you say the majority of people are stupid?
Yeah, I guess so.
So
'cause-
you have to apply to the lowest common denominator.
Nah, bro, kill them off. Once you turn 70, you get euthanized.
Oh man, that would suck. That would be terrible. I want to be 100 though. I want to live to be 100 and
No,
just
you
fucking,
don't.
you know.
That shit sounds nice until you're actually like old and you can't do nothing. You
But
shitting on
it-
yourself.
Yeah, I mean 100 in generally good health, like walk around and stuff like that. That's all I really want to be able to do. Other than that, I don't really give a fuck. All right, I feel like we didn't really touch too much on the King Von situation though, so I want to, you know, just really briefly go back to it. R.I.P. to him. He just. I'm noticing that everybody once they drop their first album, they're just dying, right? Like Pop Smoke.
I bet you niggas gonna call him a legend now.
Yeah, he definitely probably might go down in the history books for
That shit
sure.
don't make no sense. I think the best thing you could do for your reputation is to die. Really,
Yeah, especially if you just put out a body of work. I definitely think his album sales skyrocketed.
King
But I
Von,
just,
Juice World,
but
Pop
why was he?
Smoke.
He was just, oh man, bro. You live by the gun, you die by the gun, right? That is not any more true than in this situation. You
Yeah,
know that
it's
is that.
crazy because I started off as a fist fight and then niggas started shooting. That's why I'm scared to get in the fights. Even if I'm like to work out and like woke up, I'm scared to get in the fight because you don't know who
You
got
just
a
gotta
gun.
get a gun,
I gotta get a gun.
and you just can't argue with niggas. You gotta do it smart. Like, if I'm gonna shoot you, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm just gonna shoot you. You know what I mean? But if we're gonna argue and fight, then we're gonna fight, and then I'm gonna leave. You know? I feel like these guys. Well, I don't know what the situation was, but I just feel bad for, at the end of the day, a mother lost his son, a girl lost her lover, and a child lost his father, his or her father. So it is super fucked up. And then we have niggas like 6ix9ine out here, who's a literal epitome of scum of the earth,
Where's he
commenting
from?
laughing emojis.
Where's he from?
I don't know where he's
He's
from.
from
I
New
think he's
York.
from Mexico.
Nah, he's from New York.
Wasn't he born in Mexico?
Nah, he's born and raised in New York. Where are you from?
Where he's raised in New York? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think you're from New
I think
York
he's from
too.
Brooklyn. He's from
No,
Brooklyn.
No, he's from New York.
He's from Brooklyn, New York? Oh yeah,
I
he's
don't
from
know,
Brooklyn,
but he's from New York.
Yeah.
Same
He's
place
from-
as you.
Where's Quando Rondo from? Is he from Atlanta?
How is Quando Rondo in the wrong? We make all
How
this,
is he not in the wrong?
How is Quando Rondo in the wrong? We make all this music about how niggas is tough and how niggas shoot and kill, and now niggas shoots and kills, and all of a sudden he's in the wrong. That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
Bro, you cannot kill rappers.
Oh, so what you're saying is Black Lives Matter when you're rich and famous, but not when you're a regular hood nigga in the streets.
Yeah, because once you
Wow.
sign the code to the streets, nigga, you signed your life away once you signed that code.
So he's
So you're-
not a street nigga no more because he's a rapper? Shouldn't have been in the streets.
King Von?
Yeah.
Bro, but based off of what I'm seeing, there was a video today that dropped of Quando Rondo and King Von being friends, which already shows that these niggas are just these niggas are just so emotional that
All
he
I'm
can't
saying
control
is,
his
bro,
emotions that much. You're shooting another successful rapper.
I mean,
Now you're
it
gonna go to
wasn't-
jail, nigga.
It wasn't Quando Rondo who shot him. It was some nigga, like one of his friends and shit. All I'm saying is, you can't be making music talking about, oh, I kill niggas, and then you kill somebody and now everybody mad at him. I've been telling you this shit since day one. I kill niggas. And now because I killed somebody that you care about, now it's a problem. That's hypocrisy. It wasn't a problem when he was killing somebody else's son, somebody else's husband, somebody else's father. But now that it's a famous person, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? And if you say you kill people and someone kills you, I mean, it sucks. Obviously, you didn't want to die, but that's some street shit.
There is that point that people make that Von was heavily involved in the streets, and he did talk a lot about death and killing people in his raps, killing his ops, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, he didn't deserve to die in the way that he did die.
Nobody deserves to die.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves to fucking die, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody deserves to
true.
get shot and killed. And this nigga's been making music about shooting and killing somebody, and then he gets shot and killed, and all of a sudden we're supposed to have all types of like sympathy and shit. Not to say that it's not a tragedy. I'm just saying that's hypocrisy. Because if I talk about, oh yeah, I'm finna go rape some girls or whatever, and then my sister gets raped, and now all of a sudden I'm mad. It's like, damn, bro. You know, you can't have it only one way. You can't kill people and then you get killed and it's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Like
That's
people
fair.
be on some shit.
Man, it's definitely a sad ass situation, man. It's sad. And then 6ix9ine commented with the laughing emojis. I feel like I wish I could switch their places, man. I cannot believe this nigga King Von dies. I just really think the streets is dead, bro. Because niggas like George Zimmerman, King Von, sorry, I meant that wrong order. George Zimmerman, 6ix9ine, are just out here walking the streets. But then you have the real dying, like King Von and other guys like that.
Bro,
Pop
what
Smoke.
makes him real? What do you mean the real?
When I say the real, I more mean he wasn't snitching on niggas. He had a code and he lived by a code.
So why is George Zimmerman not a real nigga?
He didn't have a code, nigga. Here. Of course. That's what this whole podcast is.
Okay, just making sure. People like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, I know, because I know that sometimes we bring up rape and I'm like, oh, man, and I'm like, we're just playing devil's advocate, guys. Trust me.
You know what I'm saying?
George Zimmerman is not...
George Zimmerman had a problem with a nigga and he killed him.
Yeah.
Is that not what we talk about in our raps? Does that not make him a real nigga?
But he had a problem based on race. And if you ask him, if he was out here all racist out, swastika tattoos across his face, just a racist guy, then that would be one thing. But he had undercover prejudice. He was not, I don't think he was identifying as a racist. And then he went about this. He did it this way. He has no more. I feel like his moral compass is not. He doesn't have a code that he lived by. He just does whatever he wants to do.
So how do you have a moral compass as a rapper and you killing niggas? I just don't understand where we draw the line between what's right and what's wrong.
I think we kind of expect it as entertainment, though, bro. Because even 21 Savage said, "Yo, this is all entertainment." I know personally. I actually have a story of 21 Savage robbing somebody that I know. So he actually was about that street shit, but. At the end of the day,
man, I think all the niggas is in the same fucking bundle. You know what I'm saying? You see all these white people who be on the internet and they be like, oh, when police kill 13 gangbangers, it's a problem. But when y'all niggas kill each other, it's not a problem. And they're right. That's some real shit.
But it is a problem.
No,
but
it's not a problem,
to deal
bruh.
with it. Who views it as right?
Niggas like you who be like, he lives
I don't view it as right. I think that all of it is wrong, but at the end of the day, a police officer's job is to protect, other than when it comes to black people, it seems. You know what I mean? Then it's just like, kill niggas. Nigga, crazy how everyone stopped talking about Breonna Taylor, right? But that's another conversation.
That's because nobody really gave a fuck about Breonna Taylor. That shit. And you know what? Her fucking family taking that $18 million was really disgusting in my eyes, because it's like now you just put a price on your daughter's life.
Anyway, let's move on from that topic into some more fun topics, all right? So, YNW Melly's girlfriend and mom threw a strip club party outside of the jail for him. And I was thinking to myself, not only is that ratchet, but wouldn't that be the worst thing ever if you're in jail? You're just looking through the fucking bars like, damn, son, I wish I was out there with y'all. Y'all are out there lit, and I'm in here just, jerking off the porno magazines or whatever you do when you're in jail.
I wonder how many. You know what I was thinking? I was like going through like A$AP Rocky photos on Instagram, and I seen one where he was like on FaceTime with Tyler Creator, and I just wonder if they be fucking. What? And I wonder how many undercover celebrities are fucking each other. And we think they're straight, and they're like meeting each other and they're actually gay.
I think a lot of celebrities are actually gay.
I think probably like 40% of rappers are gay.
You know why I think that? Because I was listening to a podcast and I remembered that Scottie Pippen's wife was fucking Future, right? Mm-hmm. And that just showed me that these celebrities' sexual things are just way different than how me and you view things. Like, your wife was fucking Future and you didn't do anything about this. This was not it didn't seem to be a problem with you, which would make me believe that maybe Scottie Pippen's gay. Right?
But what's he supposed to do? Like, if you walk in and someone's fucking your wife, what are you supposed to do?
Kill all of them! Kill every single person there, nigga!
You can't just kill people, bruh. You can't just kill people.
If you marry me and you cheat on me, both of y'all is dying.
And now you're in jail. Now you ain't got no wife. You can't see your kids and you in jail. And now you gotta throw fucking strip clubs, strip parties across the street for you to beat your dick to. Shit don't make no sense, bro.
please don't send no strippers around me when
Shout out to Dahlia. Now I hope I'm saying that shit
Dahlia
right.
Lovely. Shout out to Armando. Shout out
Shout
to
out to
everybody.
Armando here on 2 different accounts though.
That's a real nigga right there, man. That's how you do it. But
boosting our numbers up and shit.
what would you do, nigga, if your wife is cheating
If I
on
came in and I seen my girl having sex with somebody else, I would just fucking probably,
Oh my
bro.
god. What? I would die.
I'm
nigga.
petty though. I'm super petty. I would just leave, cause that'll really kill her. You know, she expects you to blow up. She expects you to get mad and throw your shit out, or she expects you to get sad and start crying or send a long text. But if you just fucking just disappear, oh, that shit'll eat her up inside and go about your life like everything's all right.
Nigga.
Damn, that
Everything-
shit'll. Swear,
That would
bro.
eat me up inside too,
It's
nigga.
gonna
I would
eat
be
you
like,
up inside, bro. But how many times have you been upset and blown up and you really felt better?
a
I
few
feel like-
times.
I just feel like
This
like-
week I almost got into a fight with with some guy.
really.
Yes, bro. This is the first fight I almost got into in a little minute too.
Wow.
This drunk guy, my mom was handing out masks to homeless people because she's a great Christian woman.
Mhm.
And then some homeless guy started antagonizing her, like saying, "Oh, I don't want this mask. I want the other mask." And then she was like, "I can't give you the other mask." And I'm in the car, on my phone, and I'm starting to hear this loud noise outside. So I got out, and I was like, I was about to put my hands on him or whatever. And then afterwards, like at first, when it first ended, because I didn't get to beat him up, when it first happened, I just kind of had all that adrenaline running through me, so I kind of had to calm down a little bit. But afterwards, I was like, I actually feel way better with my day in general right now. Like I feel like I
beat him up.
I just feel like sometimes that rush, that rush of adrenaline and
said,
stuff like
bro.
that.
You a hothead. I'm not hot-headed like you, bro.
I don't like to view myself that way. I don't think anybody would have done the same thing in the same situation, I feel like. But I do definitely get a rush out of beating a nigga up for sure. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I just get a rush out of that shit. I don't know. Hello there. How we doing?
She can't hear you.
Okay.
She said, hey.
Let's think. Everybody's talking about it right now and asking why we're not talking about it. But
Which
the
is-
election. Your boy
Yeah.
Biden did it, man. I feel confident. You see him running out that little thing that that gave me I'm not gonna front, bro. Seeing him run out of there like that was just like, oh man, I think shit's going back to normal.
Ran out of what?
He ran out of there was like a little tunnel and he ran out of there. He was just kind of jogging. It just looked like, I don't know, it just seemed a little
I think
corny.
Biden's gonna be a fucking terrible ass president. Shout out to Jesse.
Fair. Yeah, shout out to Jordan too.
I think he's gonna be a shit president, and that
That's fair.
Kamala is gonna be a shit vice president.
I was about to say, I'm so
I just
happy
feel
about
like
the
this-
Kamala thing.
Really, I think
Because
people
she's
like
the first
old
woman.
woman, old black.
Yeah.
But as far as her as a person, I feel like in America we put too much. I feel like the reason why we have such a big racial divide is because we put so much emphasis on race.
On race.
It's not American. It's black or white and we're all fucking American. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not black, bitch. I'm American. I mean, I'm
I
black,
agree.
but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with you. I agree.
all these statistics is all the first black and the first woman and the first. How about an American did this or American? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. I was actually reading this thing on Reddit and it was talking about, and this shit really opened my mind. It was talking about how, like, the reason why it was like, I'm glad that the Democrats won, but the wording, the way we treat Republicans is so bad that we're not fostering any type of camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about, we call them Nazis and racists and bigots, and you know what I'm saying?
Which
And
I
then-
disagree with all that. Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely like some racists and, bigots and shit, but I just don't feel like, how can you ask our country to come together and you're over there calling them this, that, and the third? You know what I'm saying? That's why I have a problem with that fucking white people shit, that the YT YouTube shit, where we like, You know what I'm saying? Where like
No.
they write like white people, and then they be like, "Oh, this some real white people shit." You know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
have a
yeah,
problem
yeah.
with
I have
that
a
because it's
problem with
like,
that too.
how the fuck you gonna be like, oh, like white people this, white people that, and then you expect them to feel any type of like way to help. You know what I'm saying?
I
And I
agree.
feel like there's a lot of good white people who've seen this shit and it's like, damn, bro, fuck you talking about me like that, but they don't want to seem racist. You know what I'm saying? And you
I
have a
think
lot of
my
educated black people. My bad. This is the last part. You have a lot of educated black people who think that like minorities can't be racist, which is fucking stupid as shit. You know what I'm
true.
saying? They're like, oh, well, we don't have power, so we can't be racist. No, you don't have power, but racism has nothing to do with power. It's
It's just
being,
who you are.
yeah. All right,
It's
I'm
just
done.
who you are and what you. I agree with you, bro. Now you raised some good points right there. I think but the reason that I feel like I personally wanted Joe Biden to win was so that people would stop talking about politics so much. I'm tired of hearing fucking everybody talk about Trump and how shitty he is. I'm tired of everybody talking about like all of this shit, man. I just wanted to be just I didn't realize how much I appreciated the regularly scheduled program until
Mm-hmm.
we get a nigga like Trump in office, and every single week there's something scandal, or there's some racist shit he's saying, or there's some
Yeah,
crazy shit going on.
yeah,
I thought that I wanted shit to get mixed up a little bit, but
yeah. But
he did
that
it in
nigga
the
took that shit too
exact
far.
opposite way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he took that shit way too far.
Because Drain the Swamp, it sounds amazing, you know? Expose the shit, expose the problems, but then you fucking start coming with some crazy just rhetoric on a regular basis. You hear him talk about the Proud Boys. Such an easy thing to say, you know? Hey man, I don't want anybody beating up anybody. I don't want any racism going on, period. And you are telling me you don't feel comfortable saying something negative about a racist group? That's
The
the problem that I
the
have.
craziest part is 45 million people voted, and 70 million of those motherfuckers voted for Trump. That shit is crazy. They didn't learn shit.
I think it's gonna be what's gonna be interesting is the next things that happen. I think we're on the verge of a civil war, man. Everybody get your guns now, nigga. It's about to get on and popping in America.
I'm gonna be
I'm
gone.
where
I'm
you
not
gonna
fighting
go?
for nobody. I'm going to Spain.
It's not fighting for any. It's fighting to stay alive, nigga.
Nigga, I'm not fucking going out in the streets doing. These fucking white people have been killing shit since they was 12. They've been
Bro.
going out there. They started with rabbits, deer. Humans is gonna be easy. We're way
Man.
slower than fucking deer. They gonna be picking
That's
us
why
off in
you
the
get
streets.
you get a shotgun, stand in front of your door, get it with birdie bullets in them, so it spreads out when you shoot. As soon as as soon as that door opens, you know nobody's supposed to be coming to your house, nigga. That door open, boom. Let that shit
Nigga,
go.
I'm
Let it
moving
go.
to fucking Europe, and I'm gonna retire there. I'm gonna find a good job. I'm fucking retire because nobody's gonna kill me. They're gonna be, who you voting for? Trump. Trump. Trump.
Get like one of those big. You gotta get the Trumpy bear. You see, remember that commercial?
I'm putting a
You gotta
fucking
get a
Trump flag in my shit. You gotta be fucked up, bro. I ain't-
Get a Trumpy bear and a Trump flag and just fucking camouflage in. With oh my god, that's so funny. We're at 30, only 38 minutes. Wow. Okay, we got some more time. You saw Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son doing that Jamaican accent. That shit was kind of funny.
No, I ain't scared of that.
No,
Tom Hanks. Who
I
the
guess
fuck
we
is
can't
that?
talk about it. Is it Tom Hanks?
I know Tom
Isn't-
Cruise.
Damn, who's the last name Hank? Who's that guy?
Maybe it is Tom Hanks. I don't know who the fuck you talking about.
Oh fuck. Well, I'll send it to you. It's a white
Is
guy
it that,
talking in Jamaican.
is it that dude who played that gay boy? Forrest Gump?
I don't know. I
I
didn't
think
watch
his
that
name is
movie.
Tom Hanks. I don't know. I didn't
Is
watch
it Tom
either.
Hanks?
I don't fucking know. Somebody knows. Is
Yeah.
it Tom
Somebody
Hanks?
comment. You seen?
Tom
I'm sure
Hanks?
somebody in here has seen the white guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I feel like we butchered that topic up, so let's just move on. Gunna tweeted, "Every girl has a backup, nigga." Do you feel like every girl has a backup, nigga, Steph? And
Does
why?
every girl have a backup guy?
Like,
She said yeah.
I did not say yes.
Wow.
Wait.
We got
I did not say
first-hand
yes.
account.
I said it depends on the situation. If you're in a relationship, then no. But if you like single, you know, you might be not.
So you don't
just
know who
talking
you
to
gonna
one
talk to
person.
out
It
after your
depends on the
relationship?
person.
Hold up.
So you don't know who you gonna talk to after your relationship
You
is
don't
done? No. If you're in a relationship, you should be focused on the person you're in a relationship with. It shouldn't matter who you're talking to after. If you think about who you're talking to after, you probably should not be in a relationship.
She lying.
Okay.
I'm not lying.
She lying.
I guess we got a
I'm
woman's
lying.
account on the situation. Steph, how do you feel now? You got a woman's point of view. She says
you
yes
asking me
as long as you're not in a
Hold
relationship,
up.
which I personally don't believe. Now, what do you feel?
Oh, so you
Nah, cause it's picking it up. What'd you say? Say it again.
You said yes as long as it's not. Well, no, she said yes as long as y'all not in a relationship. How do you feel?
Are you talking about do I have a backup woman or do women have a backup man?
Do women have backup men?
Bro, I was on here 2 fucking weeks ago talking about I feel like women don't cheat. Or like the women in my past haven't cheated. And then I had women in the shit telling me they was cheating on me. So like I don't know. I feel like I'm second guessing it. You know how crazy it is for you to talk good about a gender and they was like, nope, we ain't shit. How crazy
Nigga,
is that?
I learned that shit, bro. I just really don't think girls are as much clean, like pure-hearted, clean, you know, all those things the way we think they are, bruh. Like, they be on some real bullshit. I was about to share something on Instagram this week, but I felt it would be controversial with this girl saying, yo, every girl cheats, but if a girl likes you, you won't know. So a girl
That's
who
terrible.
cheats will call a nigga, because I've seen the girls call other niggas bae in front of the nigga they're fucking, you know, to get, like, things from the other guy. They'll be like, hey, babe, can you do this for me? Like, in order to get things from the next guy in front of the man that they're intimate with.
I just don't understand how you be dealing with all these shitty ass women.
It didn't happen to me. That shit will never. I agree. I've dealt with some shitty girls in my past, for sure. But that shit, I would kill a bitch for doing some shit like that. That's crazy.
First off,
like,
bro, you can't be calling these women bitches, bro. Come on, bro.
Excuse my language. I'm
Second
sorry.
off, I don't know. Like I said, I think I've been pretty lucky where like the women that I've dealt with, except for the first girl I ever talked to, she fucking bro. So tell me how this nigga, like, he probably wasn't as close as me and you. He was probably more like me and Marcus. He convinced that girl to break up with me so they could date. That shit hurt my heart. My poor little 17-year-old heart.
Nigga,
But
I'm
he was
so
my
glad
friend though.
That's
You know
the
what
worst
I'm
part
saying?
about it.
Shit's crazy, bro. So she wasn't shit, but besides that, I've had good experiences.
How many girls have you dated after that, though? That's a question. Because what could be happening is
dated
that
her. We
you
was,
just don't know.
Talking and shit. But
I
it
feel
just
like a
be,
lot of-
I just feel like as much time as we're spending together and talking and shit, I feel like you don't even have time to be with another guy.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, I'm not like this no more, but it used to be like we'd be talking all the time, hanging out all the time. You remember Sophia and shit?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we used to be hanging out all the time and shit, fall asleep on fucking FaceTime and shit. Like, when are you gonna have time to fuck some other nigga? But then again, she used to fuck around with LJ, so I guess
Whoa. We don't know if he was fucking around with that guy specifically. We don't know if he was fucking around with that guy specifically.
All I'm
but
saying is, I guess
figure it out.
I'm naive when it comes to women. I don't really know. I be seeing the best of women, and they really be doing me dirty behind the scenes.
I agree. That's what I feel like is going. Because I feel like women are just better than men at cheating. You know what I mean? A man automatically is going to assume how you think, right? And I used to be the same way. They're going to be like, oh, you know, she would never cheat on me. She would never do this, you know? I'm such a great guy. You know, there's no reason for her to go anywhere else. And in reality, you know, As the
Shout out to
analogy goes, she's
Jasmine.
sucking dick in the back
Dang.
of Pizza Hut.
I was supposed to send her a video, and I didn't forget. I just haven't left my house yet. I didn't forget about you, but
Listen, he'll send you that video later. This nigga I swear you just be incriminating yourself, bruh. Incriminating yourself. Yo, I'll send you that video later, baby.
it's not like that, bro. It was on my car. It was on my car. It's PG, bro. Swear to God.
All right.
Swear to God.
All right, I believe you. I believe you. You don't gotta explain that shit to me.
I don't remember what I was saying. What the fuck I was saying?
You were
bro.
saying that women don't be cheating, and I was basically saying don't trust these hoes. But I feel like that's a conversation that we have every single week. I just don't believe women anymore, bro. Like, I just don't believe them. I've had female friends, and I've seen them do other guys dirty. I've seen, like, had a girl and her do me dirty. I feel like I just got a backstage pass, man. So, I just feel like that's really what be going on. We can talk about what are we at? 45 minutes. We can talk
45
about
minutes.
one more thing, go into the maintain segment, and that should take us an hour about. Elon Musk is about. All right, so I'll run through the rest of the topics and we choose. Elon Musk is about to start a colony on Mars. Would you go?
Hell no, I'm not going to no goddamn Mars. You know how shitty life is gonna be for the first probably 200 years? They gotta get all them kinks out. They're gonna go to Mars and the bubble's gonna burst and all them niggas gonna die.
That's how everybody be talking about the coronavirus. Like, I'm gonna let everybody else take that vaccine, you know what I mean? And then eventually, yeah.
I'm not getting no coronavirus vaccine, bro.
Really?
They're rushing that shit too much.
They are. But
If
you
I
might
had a
get, if it
kid-
don't kill you, but if it doesn't kill you, right? Then you would be able to get mad money from the government. So let's say it just makes your
Like
fingernails
mesothelioma?
purple. Yeah, or like it gets your fingernails purple, or just some random shit that doesn't really matter, right? You could get millions of dollars for that shit.
But what if your kids turn out fucked up? If I have a kid who has a disability, I'm gonna just start over and get rid of that one.
I knew you
Swear to
were gonna say
God.
some crazy shit like
I
this.
swear, bro.
I mean, you don't necessarily mean by get rid of by murder or
Nah,
get
I
rid
drop
of
them
in
off in front of a
certain way.
church in a basket.
Now that is due to the fact that you just. She's joking, ladies and gentlemen. And this is due to the fact that as of right now you don't have any children, right? But if it
I
was
hope not.
actually your child, you probably would feel differently about it.
I don't think so. Imagine you have a kid and that nigga. I don't want to say something that somebody might have actually.
So
in
you
here.
feel like don't say a specific disease. So are you saying, right?
Yeah.
You just don't have the patience to deal with somebody that is struggled with a mental disorder.
Not even mental. It could be something physical too. He could have fucking
One leg
arm
shorter
and
than
one
the
leg.
other.
Yeah, he's going in a
I was gonna
basket.
give him,
in
but
front of the
why
church.
though? What is the reason?
Because I want to have a healthy family.
I agree with you.
Is that
I
not-
agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want
I
people
think-
looking at my kid and teasing my kid and shit.
Well, then that's when you have to, it's definitely a struggle. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that is going to be easy. But I feel like once you see that kid be born and you're holding him and stuff like that, right? No?
I think you really overestimate like my
Empathy,
emotional connection.
EQ.
Yeah, you know, I'll fucking put that nigga in a basket with some fucking blankets and some diapers.
But what if it's, so where does it start? What if he just has one finger missing?
Gotta go.
Wow.
I just want to help
Because he
the
can't
kid.
play piano or some shit?
Because he has 9 fucking fingers.
Man, this guy's rough.
I have 2 fingers. Why would I want a kid with 9 fingers?
I mean, you can't really control. I mean, obviously, I pray this doesn't happen to you, because I would hate for people to be like, because I'm sure you were posting on social media, and then when the kid comes, next thing, everybody's looking at you as like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? I really pray this doesn't happen, but I used to say the same thing, but now I think that if I really had a kid with a disorder or something like that, I mean,
And then
I
you
would
would-
I would have another one for sure, but
You would spend the rest of your life taking care of this kid. Can't live on his own.
I would.
And then when you die, what happens? Who's gonna take care of that little kid?
I think the government takes care of them after you die.
What type of life is that?
It's not a great life, but at the end of the day, you're talking about what's it like? Why don't you just? That's like this argument for why don't you kill them? Why don't you do what the Spartans did and just leave them out? If you have a kid born with a disorder, you just take them and just leave them in the wilderness and then they die.
All right, well,
I mean, the
that's your
argument
fault.
against that is
if
no,
I
but
kill my kid, it's your fault.
nigga, no, it's wrong. All right, let's just go to the maintain segment.
I was giving him a chance to at least fucking get into a nice home. Nah, that nigga
Right.
dead now.
Oh my God, man. Steph is joking, guys. Please, he's playing around. All right, before we get canceled, let's get into that maintain segment.
We just out here trying to maintain.
So, Steph, do you have a maintain tip for the
No,
people, or
bruh.
do you need a second to think about it?
Nah, I don't have no mate. There's only so much shit you can do.
Nigga, there is. I'll tell you mine, and then hopefully it will spark something with you, and hopefully everybody doesn't leave when we start getting to the educational part of the podcast, which they usually fucking do. All right. So I think you should spend more time actively thinking. Look, the numbers are already dropping. I think you should spend more time thinking and dedicate time out of your day to truly planning out what your next moves are going to be. Most people go through life on autopilot, I'm realizing. They just do the same shit every fucking day. Do the same shit. But in reality, a master controls his environment using his mind. He doesn't allow his environment to control him. So don't go on autopilot. Actively think about things that you're going to do and change and what's your actual next steps, and change those things. And I promise you see some new results. Look at this guy. It's true, though. It's true. Steph commented in the comments, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? I'm sure some niggas will get it, man. I'm talking to the niggas who get it. All right. So what's yours, bro?
Bro, I don't got no maintain tip. I do the same routine every
You're wearing a
single-
bonnet now.
I've always worn a bonnet since I started growing my hair up. If you put on a do-rag, that shit smush your head down, bro. And then your hair be looking crazy. I put on a bonnet.
Bonnet. All right. Well, that's maintain tip for the week. Wear a bonnet. Wear a bonnet. Let me not say that. All right.
See the way you be disrespecting me, bro? Wear a bonnet, be a
Listen,
bitch.
it's a part of the friendship. There's literally no way to be somebody's friend without fucking cutting their ass, I believe. It's
What type of
impossible.
toxic ass mentality is that?
Nigga, if we were friends and I never cut your ass and all I was doing, man, Steph, you're so great, man. You're just a great guy. What?
Positive reinforcement?
We would
What's wrong
not
with
be
that?
having an actual friendship.
Wow.
Nigga, you wouldn't even respect me. That's the worst part. Niggas
I
only
respect
respect
Joseph.
me.
Joseph's nice
Bro.
to me all the time. I respect women. Women don't be cutting my ass. What?
Yes, they do, nigga.
What women be cutting my ass? That I be
Nigga, you
talking
have-
to. It be
Nigga,
women
you
I don't
haven't
know
had
me.
no-
And women I don't know always say the same shit. Like, oh, this nigga gay.
That's dumb.
You hear that shit so many times. I be like, God damn. Shout out to
Am I
Bassett.
gay?
Start second guessing. Maybe I do like
I
men.
don't know. I don't know. That should be awkward for me. Anyway,
We got
If you-
fucking 7 minutes, bro.
if you like this podcast, you don't even need 7 minutes. If you like this podcast, please like and subscribe this shit. Like and subscribe to our shit. The link is in my bio. So you literally have no excuse. It's on YouTube, Spotify, the podcast Apple app, Stitcher. Literally shit niggas have never heard of. I put it on there just so it can be everywhere, so you have no excuse not to listen to it. All right, guys? So,
Go give us
listen
a
to the
5-star
live.
review.
Oh, yeah, and get some 5-star reviews. Because we're trying to get a deal with Barstool. I told you I submitted our podcast to Barstool.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so
Can we say nigga on Barstool?
I think so.
I don't think so.
They have Gilly the Kid on there,
What the
so
fuck is that?
he's some rapper guy. I don't really fuck with this podcast that much, but, older rapper guy. He talks about all that old nigga shit. All that old nigga shit. But this podcast is for the youth, baby. So if you're for the youth and you about it, you know, you about that progression lifestyle, you about that woman lifestyle, you about that fly lifestyle, you about that fucking, you know, that cool lifestyle, tune in. You know what I mean? We talking to you. All right. Well, see you later, Moscow. I mean, Mr. Moscow. I don't want to say your name on there.
What I tell you about fucking putting my goddamn government name on this
But
bitch?
you said, nigga, you said not to put your first name. Oh, what
People
what
know
name
my
can I
first
put?
name. Everybody knows my first name. People don't know
You
my
need to
last
get a
name.
nickname, nigga.
Steph is my nickname.
Oh, yeah. All right, Steph. I just don't feel like I ever call you Steph in real life.
You don't
I
call
say,
me
yo.
Steph in real life?
Like, I've never really called you Steph for real.
So what do you think you call me, bruh?
Bro, like, I mainly say bruh. Or
You be
like,
like, you can say Steph all the time. Shout out to Tiffany.
shout out to Tiffany. I feel like well, maybe I do. We'll see what happens. Hey, comment if I said you know less in the comments on YouTube. On YouTube, nigga. Go to fucking YouTube. Let's get our let's
All right, bro.
All right, yo. I'll see you
Yeah.
later.